Okay, sixth graders, today we're going to talk about what to do when you realize that you aren't understanding what you're reading. So sometimes you may sit down to read and you may just have question marks all over your mind because you're not understanding what you're reading. So, our goal today is just to talk through some strategies that good readers use to work through those times when they realize, "Ooh, I don't get it. I'm not comprehending this." And when we read, y'all, our biggest goal is always comprehension. If we're not understanding what we're reading, we've got to figure out why. So we're going to put in place some strategies for you to use and practice to help you increase your own comprehension as you read. So we call these fix up strategies. Okay. And at the top it says repairing comprehension. Well, if you're repairing something, what are you doing? You're fixing it. Okay. Things any reader can do when comprehension breaks down. So here we go. Number one, stop and reread what you just read. If you're realizing that you're not understanding, don't keep going. If you're already confused, you're just going to get more confused if you just keep going. So stop and reread, backtrack. Is it sometimes frustrating to have to reread something? Absolutely. Is it going to take you a little bit longer? Yep, it sure is. However, with our ultimate goal in mind of comprehension, sometimes it's just necessary. As an adult, I have to stop and reread things all the time. Okay, so rereading is a great strategy to use to help you increase your comprehension. Number two, sometimes it helps just to read out loud. Sometimes saying the words out loud versus just reading them in your head can help you understand better. So, this is a great reading strategy. You're at home and you're working alone and you're not understanding. Start reading your text out loud and see if that helps you. Use context clues. Context clues are the words around what you're reading that are going to help you figure out the meaning behind what you're reading. So you kind of have to be a detective when you're reading. You have to pay attention to clues the author gives you, and you have to use those to help you understand parts or words that might seem a little confusing. Number four, here we go. Look up that word in a dictionary. You guys are super lucky because you can get on a computer and look up a word. But if you don't have computer access, you could absolutely look up that word in a dictionary. So if you're confused by a word, take a moment, work on increasing your vocabulary, work on increasing your comprehension. Again, just like number one, is it going to take you a little bit longer? Absolutely. And that's okay. Number five, when you're reading, stop occasionally and ask yourself questions like, what did that just say? Okay, so think of our question words, the what and the who and the when and the where and the why and the how. If you can answer these questions, then what do you know? Well, you know you're comprehending, you know you're understanding. But if you stop and ask yourself a question like this and you don't know the answer, then you may need to go back and reread, or you may need to look around for some context clues. Number six, think about what you've already read. To me, reading is almost like putting together a puzzle. Okay. You have to put together what you just read with what you've already read. So when you read a page, you can't forget about that page when you go to the next page. You have to always be keeping in your mind what you've already read. That's going to help you better understand what you're currently reading. Making connections. We've already talked and practiced this. Think about what you already know and what kind of connections you can make with things you're reading. We can make connections with any type of genre, fiction, nonfiction, poetry. We can always make connections, and that's a great way to test your comprehension. Can I make any connections? Number eight, kind of already talked about it. Slow down. Don't rush. Understanding takes time. Now, we talked about fluency previously. This doesn't mean slow down your pace so that it's almost distracting to read it that slow, but go back and reread. We did that fluency test where you read those first few paragraphs really, really fast, and chances are you didn't remember a whole bunch. But when you slowed down and you didn't rush through it, of course, you're going to understand more and you have to be patient. Number 9, think about the author's purpose. Why are they writing what you're reading? What are they trying to tell you? I know you've heard of PIE, persuade and inform and entertain. So as you're reading, think about that. What is the author trying to tell me right now? What is their purpose for this paragraph? Or what is their purpose for this chapter? And number 10, pay attention to what you're thinking. Don't ignore your thoughts as you read. Y'all, this could be the biggest, in my opinion. If you aren't thinking while you're reading, you're really going to struggle with this. You're really going to struggle with comprehension if you are not thinking about what you're reading. So, when you are thinking about author's purpose, when you are making connections, when you are asking questions, guess what you're doing? You're thinking as you're reading. Good readers do this all the time, not just sometimes. So be sure that you are practicing these strategies as you read and as you get stuck. And don't read too much at one time. Read a little bit and then stop and ask yourself, okay, where's my comprehension? Do I have anything that I need to fix? Or am I actually comprehending this really well and I can keep going? Okay, so good luck. I hope you practice these strategies anytime that you read moving forward.